Hello everyone, welcome to Educare 24/7. This is the lecture 16 of SEBI Grade A 2020 Special Series. In our 16th lecture, we are discussing MCQs based on batch costing, and this topic is very important for your upcoming examination. Educare 24/7 has launched Crash Course for SEBI Grade A 2020 examination, and in this crash course we are covering whole syllabus of paper 2 and GS of paper 1. We will be providing notes, topic wise MCQs and videos. Our content are very crisp and concise and very much relevant to your examination. Currently we are running off discount ₹1000 on this course, and this is a golden opportunity for all of you guys. You can use code SEBI to get this discount. So visit our website educate247.com and subscribe to the course. So let's start with the MCQs which are based on batch costing. Question number 1 says, the method of costing used to ascertain the cost of a batch is called option A, contract costing, option B, process costing, option C, batch costing, option D, standard costing. So among all these options, correct option is batch costing. So we need to understand what is batch costing. It is another form of job costing. We need to remember this point. Under this method, homogeneous products are taken as cost unit. A batch consists of a specific number of products or units or articles. See, in this cost accountant's role to calculate the overall cost of a batch. So what batch is? In which similar products would come under and produced in the factory. So this become homogeneous products, so that company would able to know the particular cost of a particular batch, so that the overall revenue can be accumulated, can be calculated in advance. So number varies from one batch to another batch. Yes, if one batch is there, 100 units of goods are there, then it becomes one batch, another batch. So in this sense, number of batches can come together in the factory and can be produced in a similar manner. Hence batch cost is used to determine the cost per unit. So what exactly happens after the sum of all the total cost of a batch, of a particular batch, divided by number of units which comes under a batch, it will be able to calculate the cost which would be held as per unit. So this method is usually or usefully very important employed in a pharmaceutical company or clothing company, and also it can be very helpful in the engineering, manufacturing department, television department, radio, where large number of products are producing in a homogeneous nature. So like here I have mentioned, like products are produced in a lot, like 500, 1000 or so on. Next question we have, economic batch quantity is that size of the batch of production where options are option A, average cost is minimum, option B, set up cost of machine is minimum, option C, total cost is minimum, option D, carry cost is minimum. So in this question we have to calculate the economic batch quantity which comes under, but under this quantity what need to calculate, what need to be formulate. So correct answer is total cost is minimum. So basically what exactly economic batch quantity that we need to understand. In inventory management, this economic batch quantity are also known as optimum batch quantity, which is a measure used to determine the quantity of units that can be produced at the minimum average cost in a given batch or product run. So basically this measure is very useful in the company, where company wants to calculate the overall cost. See, always company wants to produce in a specific number of quantities with the quality but at the lowest cost. So this formula, this indicator will be used very systematically to calculate this factor. So basically this is a refinement of the economic order quantity. It is very popular term in the costing chapter, economic order quantity. So EBQ is refinement of EOQ to take into account circumstances in which the goods are produced in batches. So the goal of ultimate of calculating this EBQ is that the product is produced in the required quantity and required quality at the lowest cost, as I told you earlier. Next question says, batch costing is a variant of option A, job costing, option B, process costing, option C, operating costing, option D, output costing. So we have to calculate it is a variant of which type of another cost. So correct answer is job costing, that is your option A. So we need to understand what exactly about job costing. It is it refers to a costing method which used to determine the cost of a job. Job here means a particular task. So task, what is task? Task is itself a produced a product, that is a particular job which requires lot of materials, labors, direct, indirect, overhead cost is also there, raw material is also there to perform the task, to perform a job, that is job costing. So it can be a contract specific work or assignment that should be performed in accordance with customer set specifications and requirement. See, there is batch costing and there is job costing. So if we compare these two things, batch costing is broader. How come? Batch costing refers to a costing technique which involving the practices often use batches where each batch is assigned a batch number of units and the unit cost. So these all the number units, unit cost related to a job, related to a product, individual product, which is also to accomplish the product there is a specific job which need to fulfill, and that's why there are a lot of costs are involved. So in this sense we can say job costing is a part of batch costing. So correct is job costing. Next we have, in determine EBQ, that is your economic batch quantity, two types of costs to be considered are option A, holding and ordering cost, option B, manufacturing and carrying cost, option C, setting up and carrying cost, option D, setting up and ordering cost. So correct answer is A, that is holding and ordering cost. So we need to understand one by one. Holding costs are those costs which are associated with storing inventory. Inventory means all these stocks, whether it is the unfinished or finished goods. All these costs, all these stocks would come under inventory. So when it remains unsold, when company holding the goods before selling out in the market, that indulge few costs related to holding, like price of goods damaged. If it would happen, then definitely the cost will incurred, spoiled, as well as that of a storage space. So a company has to pay the rent for the storage of all the finished goods before selling in the market. So these are the holding cost. There is also labor, there is also insurance. This is all about holding cost which comes under EBQ. Next, ordering cost, which says the expenses which incurred to create and process an order to a supplier. So these costs include in the determination of the economic order quantity for an inventory item. So basically when company receives any order from any consumer, then definitely he would require raw material, he would require set of labor, set of materials. For that definitely the cost will indulge. This become ordering cost. Next question says, Identify the types of specific order costing. So here we need to identify the types of specific ordering costing. Options are job costing, that is your option A. B option says batch costing. C says process costing. D says both A and B only. So correct answer is both A and B, that is job costing and batch costing. Basically, specific order costing is as the basic costing method applicable where the work consists of separate contracts, jobs or batches, each of which is authorized by a special order or a contract. When company gets special order on the basis of demand from consumer, then there will be definitely job cost will be there, batch cost will be there. So these are used by business organizations which involve in making, assembling or constructing job or products to individual customers specific order. So these all are this is all about your MCQs on batch costing. So thank you and keep learning.